Gbogbo kini ipò jẹ́ kí n máa jẹṣẹ́. Yes, that is what a married man told me last night. Was it last night? Yes. Hi guys, I've been doing a lot of talk. It's like a TED talk or my type of ranting shit lately a lot. Anyway, so moving on, there's this guy. I've been working in the same space with him lately, right? And then we talk about some kind of job we want to do together. Like he has a service, I want him to render the service to me, but the price he was offering and everything is way beyond my budget. I feel like okay, I'll get back to you when I want. I feel like it can work. So all of a sudden, I saw this guy in my Instagram DM, a lot of missed calls and texts when I was just going through my request messages because I had this setting set up on my Instagram. I think almost everyone has. You have to accept a message first. It has to be, my messages go to request. I will accept your message before you can see that I accept it. If I don't accept your message, you won't know that I've even read your message at all. So I saw the call and everything. I'm like, who the hell is this person? Then I click on the page to see what the person. I'm like, oh, is this guy? Why is he calling me without my permission? What if I didn't have these settings on? Is this how he's gonna be calling me without my consent? I feel disrespected for that. So I didn't accept his message request. I just leave it there. Like it's not worth it. Not until last night, this guy literally called or talked to one of my other colleagues that were in the same space of work, right? Like needed my contact for something. I'm like, okay. The person reached out to me. I'm like, okay, give it to him. But I feel like you want to talk about the previous work stuff. Maybe he's trying to like convince me or trying to bring the price down. That was what was in my head. And then he called me, right? It was like, oh hi, blah blah blah. You want to talk to me? I'm like, okay, you can talk to me. I'm free. And you're like, oh yeah, he didn't like talking about stuff on phone. He like physical, talks. I'm like, I'm alone though, and I'm alone in my house. You can talk to me on phone. You're safe. He was like, no, he would prefer in person. He's just rounding up from work. Is it okay for him to stop by to my place to see me? I'm like, okay, come. And then I gave him my address. To be honest, in my church mind, I feel like he will be coming with his wife because recently we're on like a yacht. He was also there on this boat cruise thing, and then he came with his wife. He introduced his wife to me. I'm like, oh hi miss, stuff like that, right? And even while I checked his page that day, I found out oh he has two kids. Like oh wow, I didn't even know this person has a child. Fine. And then he came to my house downstairs, of course, in the parking lot. I had to go and say, oh hi, what's up? And it was just pressing phone, trying to mumble, and I'm like, okay, what's up? You said you want to talk to me? Go ahead and talk, because I need to complete my steps. I do my walking like steps around at night, like all these iPhone steps, 10,000 steps. It was like, okay, let me just go straight to the point. And yeah, how old are you? I told him my age. He was like, oh wow, really? I said, do I look older? He was like, no, you look younger. I said, oh, that's great. Okay, so what else? And it was like, you're a Yoruba girl, right? I said yes. It was like, okay, let me just go straight to the point. Then he dropped his phone. He was like, Gogo kini ipo, jẹ́ kí n máa jẹṣẹ́. Òun fẹ́ máa jẹṣẹ́ mi. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, I want to be chopping my work. What do you mean want to be chopping my work? What work? You get? I'm like, continue. He was like, and like, I kept talking. It was like, he's done with that because I let him talk before. I'm like, what do you mean you want to be? I said, that's a no. Because he told me he has two things to tell me, right? I said, that's a no. What's the second thing? He was like, oh, emphasizing on the first thing. Why do you say? And I said, what do you mean by no? Do I look like a sex toy? You think you can come to me, walk up to me, and tell me you want to be what? Just because I'm not married, does that mean I don't have my own partner? Do you know if I'm into man or into woman? Do you know about me? You don't even know any shit, and you feel like you can just, walk up to me and tell me that kind of. To be honest, I feel like even if you want to ask a lady out, right? If you admire someone as a man, you want to ask a woman out, you have to come with respect. You have to have sex. You come with your senses. You don't go tell people about I want to start knocking you. Does that even make sense? You get even if you are my crush, is someone I've been looking forward to like be with. If you come talk to me that way, that is a fucking red flag and a no for me because it doesn't make that is so disrespectful as hell. I don't know about other women, but for me that is so disrespectful. Well, I try to keep it calm, right? And I keep asking, what's the second thing you want to talk about? Because I gotta go complete my work thing. And it was like, oh, then I started proposing this job thing, like a club. We need to promote stuff. In my head, all what he even said didn't even go in. I'm like, okay, that's a no as well. I was like, oh wow. The two things he came to me for I know were rejected. I said, yes. You already had impression to like knock me. And I feel like even if you want to mix business with pleasure, you have a good plan for me, or I mean, good offer for me. You think this thing will work for me? I'll make money for me. Why would you even bring the fact that you want to knock me into the front? Is it like some men don't have, they're not reserved, or they don't have sense? Why can't you talk about the business first to make sure it's a successful deal, like with partnering or something? Then you talk about your shit. How am I gonna work with someone who has the impression of knocking me? How am I even gonna be comfortable around you? That is oh god, that I feel so it was so disgusting. I feel so I don't know if I should say embarrassed. It was so ridiculous. I was really, really so angry. Like, Why would you married man, you introduced your wife to me, you came to me and telling me you want to be eating my work without respect, without anything, and it's just a guy. I mean, it's just there. Well, I'm just so pissed and I just want to rant because my mind, I mean, my my stomach, my body has been boiling since last night. I feel like I have to tell you people online, what do you think about this thing? Because it's so shitty. Just because you see a lady looking good does not mean people are your sex toy. You go around and I ask him, do I look like your sex toy? You think I go around just knocking people? Because I don't know what you take me for. It was like, oh, nah, it's not that way. It's not what way. I'm like, what do you expect me to say? Are you expecting me to say like yes? He was like, actually, say, like, wow. So if I actually tell you yes now, it's just for you to tell me, okay, let's go up to your room, let's go knock. Or I mean, why would you even come ask someone house in a very ridiculous way in the first place? You men need to do better. For real. You men need to do better because that is a total shit. It's a bullshit. I'm going out today, right? I'm gonna be in the same space of work with this person. I'll be going out soon to work. And I wanna see how he's gonna do at the workspace. Because if you do shit, if not because hitting someone is a criminal offense in this country, all this assaulting, I'm supposed to like knock his face or his nose or something like it should kind of receive sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, guys, I'll let you guys know how it goes, okay?